Let's talk about the very first hot sauce I ever made. Today, I'm covering how I make Cinco, my roasted Tomatillo and Clementine hot sauce. I love to have this on some white chicken chili. It's great for nachos and tacos, carnitas, ceviche, all kinds of great foods. I think this is one of my more underrated sauces in that it is the most similar to styles that already exist, but it still has my own twists that help it stand apart. Step one is to get some good char on a bunch of onions and tomatillos. Taking the time to perform extra steps like this develops uncommon flavor out of everyday ingredients. Don't be afraid to get some really good color on there. Even a tasteful amount of burn can be deliciously complex. This is how many peppers go into each 10-gallon pot. Cinco is made with a blend of jalapeno, Fresno, and habanero peppers. I'm up to making 20 gallons at a time these days, and I'm really happy to be using this food chopper to help me out. I had been processing all of this by hand with a knife until I could afford this upgrade. I really feel like a food manufacturer when I use this thing. It helps me get so much more done in a day and helps me keep building with the effort of just one person. Once I get the pot loaded down, then I get my vinegar in the mix and get to heating. That gives me the time I need to start peeling loads of fresh clementines. This task is made infinitely easier by this tool, which scores the skin and makes for a quick peel. In the future, I plan to dehydrate the peels and use them in dry rub versions of my sauce, but that's a project for next year. Helpful as this tool is, it's still a time-consuming and very manual process. But clementines are far tastier than oranges, and I'm here to make the most delicious sauce that I can, not the easiest. It takes about 30 or 40 minutes to get them peeled and ready for the pot, but that's what a good cooking playlist is for. Once in, then I start on fresh squeezed lime juice. You'll never catch me using concentrates. Fresh citrus is simply unbeatable, and regardless of scale, I will do whatever I have to keep using fresh citrus for my sauces. Now that everything is blended together, it's time to fill. As always, the sauce is heated to its pasteurization temp of 200 degrees Fahrenheit and filled no lower than 185 degrees. This ensures the softening of the plastisol liner on the lid and creates a hermetic seal with enough negative pressure to sink the tamper-evident button. When the sauces have cooled enough to handle, it's time to add the date code and label. I know you saw a label machine in a previous video, but it turns out that doesn't work when the lid of the jar protrudes out a millimeter or two, making the jar not technically a perfect cylinder. That makes the machine apply the label perfectly crooked every time. Running a business is chock full of these little lessons, some being more expensive than others. That said, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than working for myself and learning every day along the way. So if you're interested in supporting a small business working its way into the greater world of hot sauce manufacturing, take a chance on one of my gourmet flavors. You won't regret it. And as always, thanks for following along. I'll catch you on the next one.